Okay, I have my coffee. Let's get this drawing engine revved up and ready to go. Grab your tool. Maybe something bold today. Who knows? It's up to you. And let's draw, sketch, scribble, doodle, smudge for 10 minutes. And let's do it for pleasure. For the sheer joy of it. Maybe after these 10 minutes we have to leave pleasure behind. Maybe we have some real work to get down to, where we're getting bossed around or told what to do and we're having some trouble finding the fun. You know what? That's fine. In fact, that's great. But first, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of remembering why we do this in the first place. Our daily lines. Take a little time while you're drawing to open up your awareness to everything that's happening. First, become aware of all the sensations associated with drawing. The movements of your hand and arm, the friction of the pen on the surface, your weight in the seat, the sounds of your marks arising from silence. Open up further now to all sensations occurring in your experience. Feelings of temperature and pressure, ambient sensations that aren't associated with the act of drawing. Also notice the way thoughts float in and out of your mind, unbidden, as you work. These can contain variably small and voluntary judgments about your drawing, thoughts about things you're hearing, autobiographical narrative about things that are on your mind, things that you're dealing with. Notice especially the way your attention is on your drawing 1 second, whisked away the next to abide in some mental formation, and then returns, sometimes with a startle, to your drawing and your awareness of it. What is the nature of these transitions? How much are they under your control, if at all? If there are times of flow where your focus is not whisked away, is there then any awareness of this flow? Or is there only the drawing, the act of drawing? Is there any room for metacognition of this? Would there even be room to mentally note undistracted drawing while you're in this state? Or is the flow state non-dual? That is to say, so consuming and unified that there's no room for you to insert awareness of yourself, no room for a second layer of thought. What does the possibility of this mean in a larger sense? I'm not looking for any right answer here. I'm just asking how you experience it. I think this can be, should be, different for everyone. But whatever the nature of it is for you, I would encourage you to investigate it. See if your flow has any room for you in it, or it doesn't. There's no right answer. No one really knows what the nature of it is. Let's answer a question from the inbox, shall we? Leah Heavey writes, "Hi, so I've got some questions for you. Do you stick with the original image in your head when you draw, or do you modify and change it as you go? For Inktober, for the prompts, how do you think outside the box? Or do you just do what you like as a person or as an artist? Can't wait to see your work for Inktober this year." Thanks for the question, Leah. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I usually don't have an initial image in my mind when I sketch. I mostly react to what I'm seeing happen on the paper. It creates a feedback loop. My hand puts something down that I'm not really sure how it did it. I analyze it, judge it, see if it fits what I want, make a choice about how to either edit what I did or react to it, and then consciously put down that reaction, which often seems to then spur the next unconscious movement of the hand. I would say less than, 1 in 20 things I draw has a vivid mental image as its starting point. Sort of an arbitrary number, but something like that. Usually the drawings that turn into more finished, ambitious pieces, those are the ones that I did have a vivid mental image for. Who knows why that is? Maybe I feel like they have more weight or importance to them because they arrived so clearly in my mind. I don't know. Hard to say. As for Inktober, I won't be doing the prompts for this Inktober. I don't plan on doing ink every day. I work in ink regularly enough that it seems unnecessary to change my relationship with it for a whole month. Though I should say, I did do a full 30 days of Inktober before, about 4 years ago, which was a real challenge. I think only people who have done the full month with an ink drawing every day really know how hard it can be to get through it. But yeah, it's a challenge I'm glad I overcame. If you haven't done something similar like that, I would recommend it, just to find where your limits are with certain things. I didn't use the prompt list for those 30 days either. To get through a drawing every day at the quality that I wanted, I needed to be able to kind of just follow my energy anywhere, and I had plenty of ideas of things that I wanted to draw for myself. These drawing companions are meant to kind of help with that, the daily habit, and they aren't really about ink or art challenges. Inktober just happened to align with my time to make them, and Inktober also invites people to investigate the daily habit, so it was a convenient synchronicity. I think the prompt list is useful if you need a nudge because you don't have an idea of what you want to draw that day, or maybe you're not the kind of artist who typically has a wide variety of ideas. You maybe usually focus on one thing in your art. As for thinking outside the box, that's a good question. It's a little hard to give advice on how to think outside the box. It basically guarantees that you'll give a very in-the-box suggestion. The best method I've used to brute force it, so to speak, is to use a word web. So put the prompt word in the middle of a sheet and freely, non-judgmentally surround it with words you think are connected to it. And then surround those words with words that are associated with them. Go pretty far out and then start circling words that start to pop out. And it won't be too long before a very strange idea presents itself. You also then have like a cool, wacky word web to look at, which is fun. I'm lucky I can even offer that one concrete suggestion. Thinking outside the box is very, very subtle. What you're really trying to do is burn the box. Thanks for your questions, Leia. Look at that, you help people get through their 10 minutes. I'm sure they're all very thankful. I sure am. If anyone else has any questions, you can find the address for the questions email in the video description. All right, until next time, let's draw again soon.